Chat, there's something that's been bugging me in the back of my head because everyone's talking about it on Twitter. Something that's been pestering me on, in my stupid brain because I haven't actually looked at it. I've just seen people looking at it and pictures of it. Apparently, somewhere in the world, the beloved characters that we wanted to show up in the games that we love the most showed up in the games that I would least likely play. No, don't do this. Apparently, there's a game called Fortnite, and it got a big update of a bunch of Marvel characters, and I saw one of Dr. Doom. I was like, how the hell did Fortnite get D-Dank? How did that happen? Why? Fortnite got Dr. Doom? So, Doom showed up in a place that I am not exactly ready to accept. And I haven't actually watched this trailer yet. I haven't watched it yet. And apparently, like, other characters, like, I think there was one for Psylocke and stuff like that. I'm scared. I'm scared how mad it might make me. Right? I think that's the, I don't know if I want this to ruin my evening because it's been in the back of my head this whole time. So luckily I prepped the video just in case. I was gonna have my night ruined. And I've never been to this website before, Fortnite, but I saw this. And then I started scrolling down and I was like, this game's got like DC and Marvel characters? Like fighting each other and stuff? And then Deadpool is with like Batman? And then John Wick fights Star Wars? Just gonna take a look.
But I know I brought these mighty warriors here to defend our reality. High above this strange land is where
oh, so they got shield helicarrier as well.
Galactus, the devourer of
okay, so they just got the.
Must remember
all right.
Who we are.
Wow, Storm! Wow! Wow, Storm's got a good costume. She doesn't have her crappy Marvel 3 costume? What?
Iron Man, Mystique, Dr. Doom.
Oh my god.
She-Hulk, Wolverine.
Hey, Shulk doesn't look bad.
And I am Groot. Indeed.
Yeah.
Our greatest war begins here. Now.
Oh god, no. Oh god, Dr. Doom. Yeah, he's wearing a spirit squirrel for a neck piece. He's got a squirrel scarf. Why? Did he kill Squirrel Girl?
We will defeat Galactus and save all reality.
Wow, look at this stupid shit. This is different. Where's She-Hulk's sneakers? Where is her sneakers? Huh? Why does she not have white sneakers? Oh god, this is all the reason why these characters didn't make it into MVCI. Right? Dr. Doom, She-Hulk, they all got teleported. Whatever with Iron Man and Thor, whatever. They literally got ported to this shit. That's all that happened. I just gotta say how different of a time we are currently in right now. How different of a time we are in where Wolverine and Dr. Doom and other X-Men are now showing up in a wide variety of other games. And for the horrible, absolutely abhorrent timing, the absolutely terrible timing that was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Can we all acknowledge how poorly timed MVCI was? It is insanity, because this actually doesn't, I think Wolverine's costume is a little lame. I actually dig what they did to Thor. I don't think that looks bad, but the way Tony looks, I like Dr. Doom's costume. For the most part, he's Techno Doom, but they've been doing that to him lately. Like, I don't think it looks absolutely terrible, but damn it, man. I can't even start to comprehend my disappointment. I'm glad there's like a sentinel down here. So here's the thing. This pisses me off, but at the same time, it's like, all right, that's cool. Like, it is, I don't like the way it's happening, right? Like, I feel like we're at that situation where I was watching that Marvel, where we first saw the trailer for, what was it called? Marvel Contest of Champions? That like $1 billion game made. And watching the trailer for that when we were hoping that there would be an update to Marvel 3 back in like 2013, 2014, I made a video on it. And we were like, oh man, this is possibly the next Marvel fighting game we've been looking for. And it was like this mobile game. But at the same time, it was like, why is this mobile game getting all these cool characters? The hell's going on? And then you get a situation like this, and even Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where people are like, Spider-Man can't show up and stuff because Spider-Man is Sony. He just showed up in a game. There's some weird, I honestly think that Marvel and Capcom got together to make another game at like the worst time possible. Under Capcom management that possibly didn't want to work with Marvel, and under Marvel management that probably didn't want to pay up any money to do anything. Because you see in the current year, 3 years, now almost actually 3 years after Marvel vs. Capcom has even been a thing. And the long-standing rumors that, oh, Dr. Doom couldn't be in stuff because Fantastic Four was being scratched out because they were also scratching out X-Men. And then that all changes with Disney and Marvel buying up all of Fox characters, so that's not an issue anymore. And now everything's free reign. We are literally seeing the epitome of an example of Marvel games now having complete free reign with all of its characters. No issues whatsoever. Any of these characters are a problem in the past? Not anymore. Not anymore. And that's why at the same time, I think this is like, I hate it because it's something that I don't give a shit at all, right? I just don't care. But at the same time, I think it's cool for a potential future of these characters showing up in a game together. Would I hope that Marvel and Capcom could eventually be in that sort of situation? Sure. I've never played Fortnite in my whole life. I've never downloaded it. I've barely ever seen anyone play it. I have zero interest. But just seeing Dr. Doom flying around in Mystique and Storm in a neat costume, and Wolverine sitting on a Sentinel's head, and it not just being the Avengers, it angers me that I'm not included in this, but I'm not as pissed off as I should be, right? I think that's the only conclusion I can really come to right now. I'm just bitter. I'm just bitter that the game that I wanted these characters to show up the most in didn't happen. And to see Galactus being the main bad guy again, and that was the whole point of Marvel 3, it's like, it just fucking stings, dude. It just stings. Like, all I want these characters to be in is a fighting game, right? I just want these characters to do sick things and me to learn sick shit with them with other characters. That's what I want. This is an official, this grinds my gears sort of thing. I don't think Fortnite is total shite. People are allowed to like it. I don't hate you for liking it. I have zero interest. But the fact that this is happening means that Marvel games out there has the ability to use these characters in whatever regard they want. And the first thing we saw of that was Marvel Ultimate Alliance, you know? So it is what it is, chat. This is barely even Marvel vs. Capcom related. It barely is, right? It's It's just the fact that these characters are very relevant to me because these characters are in my favorite series of games, doing the things that I wish they would be doing in a fighting game, right? So it's my hope that sometime in the future, sometime maybe way down the line, considering that the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinets exist, that there is a relationship of some kind, that there wouldn't be so many strings attached to making a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Because the last two Marvel vs. Capcom games, MVCI and UMVC3 especially, had so many strings attached it was ridiculous regarding roster and decision-making and everything like that. My God, dude. The only way there's a possibility of Marvel ever coming back is if Marvel 2 comes back in some way. That's how you do it. And I've said this several times before. The way you bring Marvel back is you get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to come back and remind people that this is what people loved about this series. This is the stuff that people loved. They did that with Marvel Infinite because they released UMVC3 before to get you all hyped up. So, oh, Wolverine, seeing you on the front of this shit with Doctor Doom in the background and Storm in a sick costume. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Nothing, Mr. Winslow. Nothing at all. We can't have nice things. It was the fact that it was like Doom, dude. That's what got me. That got me when I saw like Dr. Doom flying around in somebody's stupid Twitter video, and I was like, wait, what? You serious? Doom? Doom? Of all characters? Doom? Really? Really, Doom. Okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Music very reflective of my current emotional state. Extremely reflective. That's probably the most painful thing I've seen Max receive.
What's up, dudes? Max here, and today's kind of a crazy day. Not too long ago, we found out some information from Capcom that they no longer have the license to distribute Marvel games. Pretty much Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the only way you can get this stuff now is if it actually exists in physical form, and for games like Marvel 2, it doesn't exist at all. But there was some light at the end of the tunnel. The only reason Capcom wouldn't have the license anymore is if Marvel was working on something huge and epic. And if they themselves wanted to take control of the fighting games that they were giving other companies to do, they could actually do it. They could do it themselves. And today we got the trailer. We got the trailer for the game that is the reason why Marvel vs. Capcom doesn't exist anymore. I'm excited. We got Benny here. Let's check it out. All right, Benny, this is it. My body is ready.
I've been doing this shit for years, chat. You just haven't been paying attention.